Bitcoin and Ethereum just closed the week. Bitcoin is parked right on 65.5K. Ethereum is parked right on 193K. Those two levels decide everything this week. First, last Monday's call checked against the tape. Then both weeks replayed candle by candle and the exact maps for the week ahead. And stay to the end because one scheduled number this week can void every level on both charts, and it lands Wednesday morning. Let's go. Before the charts, the calendar. One event dominates this week, US CPI on Wednesday. That is the inflation print, how fast prices are rising in the United States. If inflation comes in hotter than expected, the market pushes rate cut bets further out, and that is usually pressure on Bitcoin and every other risk asset. If it comes in cooler, cut expectations move forward, the dollar softens, and that tends to support Bitcoin. Second, the Clarity Act. We went through it in detail last Monday, and it still matters. Clearer rules for exchanges, institutions, and investors. But Senate action is delayed until after the recess, so no major decision lands this week. Bottom line, CPI can move Bitcoin in minutes. The Clarity Act stays the longer-term story. Now, the charts. Last Monday's call checked against the tape. Bitcoin broke 63K and hit 64.5K. Ethereum broke 187K and hit 194K. First, the full picture. A month of candles, so every level on this chart has its history behind it. Now watch the gray band. That is the last 7 days, Monday to Monday. We are going to zoom straight into it and break down exactly what happened to Bitcoin this week, candle by candle. Bitcoin traveled 9% this week between 62.5K and 65.5K. One directional move. Buyers walked it off the lower boundary and straight into the upper one and never handed the tape back. And price is parked right on the level as the week closes. Nothing is decided yet, that is the setup. The week closed strong near the highs 5% above where it bottomed. Price walked into this zone and is still inside. And this is not new. 66K has turned price away 6 times from June through July. This is not a fresh level. It is the resistance that has stopped every attempt for weeks. Price is sitting right under it again. One line carries into next week, 65.5K. The week ended just under it. First, the frame. We are off the hourly onto the daily, months of history on one screen. And one standard throughout. Broken means a daily close through the level. The wick is a test, 2 scenarios, and one honest third. First, the bull scenario. What if buyers break 66K? Above it, there is no level close enough to call a clean target, and that emptiness is information too. Now flip it. The bear scenario. What if 64.5K gives way? Same logic in reverse. The breakdown, a week bounce back into 64.5K and then the slide towards 62K. 62K is not a guess. Price fought over that area over and over between June and August, and buyers defended it each time. Same rule in reverse, a reclaim back above cancels it. And if a catalyst does the moving, this does not have to stop at 62K. The red path runs on to 58K. Price bottomed there before. What is on the table this week? A CPI and Clarity Act. And the one nobody schedules, a shock headline, an exchange failure, a liquidation cascade. A black swan does not respect any level on this chart. That is why this line is the extension, not the base case. And the honest third outcome, if neither breaks, there is no trade patience inside the levels. Only measured levels are marked on the chart. Now Ethereum, same process. A month of tape first, so the levels carry their history. Now watch the gray band. That is the last 7 days, Monday to Monday. We are going to zoom straight into it and break down exactly what happened to Ethereum this week, candle by candle. The numbers for Ethereum: 8% of travel, 184K at the bottom, 194K on top. Clean one-way tape off the lows straight through to the top of the week, and sellers never got control. And price is parked right on the level as the week closes. Nothing is decided yet, that is the setup. And the finish, 9% off the week low, closing right up near the top. Price walked into this zone and is still inside. And the same story here. 195K has turned price away over and over from June through August. 2 charts stuck under the same kind of resistance. That is the read of this whole week. That leaves 193K as the pivot for the week ahead. Price finished right at it. And the same standard applies, not broken until a daily candle closes through it. Same drill for Ethereum, the daily map, and the same standard. A daily close through the level or it did not happen. Upside first through 195K. But above it the map is empty, no clean target close enough to name, and that emptiness is information too. And if it goes the other way, 1.9K snaps, price back to sit from below, and 181K comes into play. Look left and 181K explains itself. It stopped price 5 times between June and July. Lines like that do not go quiet. Watch the speed of that backtest. A weak, slow bounce tells you sellers are in control. Climb back above 1.9k though, and the bear case is cancelled. And if a catalyst does the moving, this does not have to stop at 1. 81k, the red path runs onto 1. 51k, price bottomed there before. What is on the table this week? A CPI and Clarity app. And the one nobody schedules, a shock headline, an exchange failure, a liquidation cascade. Black Swan does not respect any level on this chart. That is why this line is the extension, not the base case. In the honest third outcome, if neither breaks, there is no trade patience inside the levels. Notice how Ethereum and Bitcoin rhyme this week, both constructive, both on their deciding levels. Together, the signal is stronger. The end card holds both maps, one screen, every level. And here is the condition I promised at the start. This week has one scheduled catalyst, the CPI print. The inflation report for July out Wednesday morning Eastern Time. It is the one scheduled release this week with the power to reprice risk in minutes. If it moves, headlines lead and levels follow. That is what cancels both scenarios on both charts. No break, no trade, and no chart survives a headline it did not price in. So what do you think about this week's price action? Post your thoughts in the comments and screenshot these levels, because next Monday we check every one of them on the same charts.